Hey, welcome back to the shop. Um, Dealing with customers today, and thought I'd shoot a quick little video that I think if you saw the title of this video and you tuned in, I'm going to give you a quick sneak peek so that you don't sign out, so you don't wait for 45. At the end of the video, we'll show you the Furminator 75,000, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to show you right in the beginning here of what I came up with. And if you don't understand the caliber of fur that I have in my truck, we are a forestry company, and my dog is my partner in life. He hangs out with me on the mill, and I'm going to show you now. Granted, I will just say that I did test this out first. I'm going to show you what I deal with in my truck. Okay, I did take a swipe just to be sure, because this is my first time doing it. You see this dog bed, is Sealy dog beds in the back here. You can see the caliber of fur in my truck, and I'm going to take a swipe with what I've come up with. Hopefully your car is not as bad as mine, and I'm going to keep you in my hand, so I apologize for the poor video. But what I decided might work the best is to use a wire brush as I'm vacuuming. Now, I use a shop vac. I have 3 of them in the house, and this one just happened to be outside, but I'm going to show you this here. These live on my lathe inside. So hopefully you can see that. Takes it right off. I can vacuum it instantly. I'll get you on the tripod in a second. And then you're going to have to clean this off. Let me put you in the tripod. So I just wanted to get your attention that it works, so you don't sign right off saying, oh, I'm looking for something and you in for clickbait. This works. So I have these 2 wire brushes on my lathe, or I have wire brushes in various spots. They were just the easiest access for me. So I decided that when I'm trying to get this fur out today, or most of the fur, I don't care if it's sterile, but I would try these out, and they worked so good. I said, oh my God, I got to shoot a video on this. So I also, off my golf bag, have this little one. And I want to see if this works in between the seats. So I'm going to take you along, and we're going to scrape some of it up, and we'll vacuum some really quick, and we'll see how it comes out to see if this is viable. I've never done this before. Obviously, you could go down to your local hardware store and grab some wire brushes. No big deal. And if it's going to make this job, anybody who has dogs knows how much of a pain in the ass this job is. So let's see. Let's see if I can get you a good view. So every time that I've ever vacuumed out my vehicles, let's get you a view here like this. I'll try to stay out of your way. I have a couple different attachments that I use, but I find that this one right here, the little hole in the end, tends to work the best. I'll do some vacuuming. I'm going to apologize for the noise, and we'll see what happens. And I'll give you an up close. All right, so number one, where I just wire brush just worked amazing. I'm going to pull you in close again and show you. So where I just wire brushed really quick, and I just vacuumed that quick, it took this to this. So it literally took it all out. So let's do that section right there. Let's see what we can do on that section. Some of you are going to sign off. I don't really care. If you have like one of those little little wandy vac things, just, it's not going to do this. This is an extreme case. So let's go ahead and we'll brush a little bit of it out. Hopefully I'm leaving you a good view. I'm just going to brush it out with this thing. And then I'm using the other one just to clean it off right now. I haven't even, it's probably not going right back to my truck, but I think I'm trying to get to the point here so that I don't lose a million of you. So let's just go ahead. We'll just brush all this hair out. I'll look for, it clogs the brush up pretty quick, as you can see. But it's taking out huge chunks. It's way faster than trying to vacuum it all out. Then I'm going to see if this little brushy thing here works like in, oh, it does. It works in the nooks and crannies, like in between the seats and stuff. You can see how much hair that had. Hopefully I get that in view. Just that right there. So let me vacuum that really quick. And let's see what that looks like. And we'll compare it to before and after here. And then I'll do one more section. All right. So like I said, this is my first time using a wire brush, and I was so amazed I said I'm going to shoot a video, but I want to show you the before and after. You can see the hair in the wire brush. All right, so let's start where I started here. And even around here in the, oh, there's some under there. You're gonna get some under there. I have to tilt the seat or something. You can see how good a job this did. That's unbelievable. So you look at the dog hair in here. Our dog is a black-mouthed cur. So to do this whole area, let me just pull up my mat. You know, let's do this. Let's do that mat. Let's see how that mat comes out. So I'm going to try to get you guys angled down. Let's do this mat. And in fact, I'll bring the camera down a little bit too. I'm going to get down on my knees here, and we'll see how, we'll try all three brushes and see how getting this off works here. So still using the same sucky thing. I don't think that really matters, but brush this thing off. And it loads up pretty quick. You can see the hair. I gotta do it. The wind's blowing out here, so I gotta get the wind downwind so it doesn't all blow back on here just like it just did. So just quickly rub this thing. And I'm going to do this kind of quick because I know that in this world everybody's got a short attention span and you all start signing off. So you can see hopefully the hair there. Let's vacuum it quick. Just hit my button. And this is just a quick down and dirty. But if you, hopefully your car does not have the caliber of hair in it that mine does. All right, so that fast. Let me get my brushes over here. I'll get you closer up view. Oh, hold on. It's like, oh my God, it's magic. It's magic. So you can see how much, well, first of all, you can see how much it took off. And I scraped it out, but you can see how fast that went to get that thing down to, you know, could I go, there's one hair right there, there's one hair right here. And if you can see one hair, it did a really good job. So again, this is what the inside of my truck looks like. Now, for those of you who hung on this long, let's see if we can do, if you look at this section right here, watch this. Look at how thick this stuff is. Let's see if we can do this section right here. Let's see how it comes out, because most of you are going to sign off now. Oh my God, I know how to do it. Honey, you're not going to believe this. This guy on YouTube had this great idea, and now I know how. Let's see, just for the sake of, so I like to say shits and giggles, how good this does. Try all three brushes. Get my vacuum thing over here. We'll get some of this fur off of this because it's pretty clogged up. Just use the other brushes to unclog it. Hopefully you're not working in the wind like I am. So I'll blow them back in here. Okay. So we got these three wire brushes. And I want to show you something about the one I'm using. This one's stainless steel. This one's copper. This one's copper, but I don't think that matters. But I will show you something that I do think that matters in a second. So let's just see if I can get you a good view here. That's good. So let's just go ahead and brush this out. Try to get this out under the truck so it doesn't all come right back in. See, we used the little one here for like the corners and around the seat. And just scrape it out with the other brush. And let's try the big one here. So if you have big areas, you could hopefully scrape it up with this. See the hair in there. Add some more of this one really quick. Let's go ahead and vacuum it. Let's see how it came out. So you can see it before and after. So I'm going to make some noise. I'll actually leave these up on my seat. Get some more dirt in my truck. So let's vacuum it. Good, there'll be a good delineation here between clean and dirty. All right, let's check it out. Take you out of the holder. This is going to be the end of the video. So you can see the before. See the fur, 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 no fur. Look at that. No fur. No fur, even in the corners. Oh, you can see just a little bit in there. I can probably just get in there with a little brush and just scrape that right out, and then this would vacuum right up. But that fast, guys. Right down to nothing. Actually, you can see the fur here, how much that took out. So that's completely viable. Works really quick. I'm going to pause you guys 1 second while I set up to end. All right, so I didn't really know how this was going to go because, like I said, this is a work truck, and it's out on a sawmill. It's getting sawdust in it all day. There was sawdust all over my seats yesterday. And the dog's with me pretty much all the time. I didn't know how this was going to go. I've had in a previous life other vehicles that I vacuumed all the time and always struggled with getting dog hair out. This was a spur of the moment idea. And I knew it would work better than just trying to vac it out, but I didn't know it was going to work this good. I do want to show you one thing about these wire brushes. So I'll get this in close, okay? If you look at this wire brush, I'll try and get my hand in view. Do you see how the edges of it are all curled over because it's been used a lot, so it's not brand new? I think that's helping. So if you let's just get a little view down here. If you get a brand new wire brush, let's see if we can recreate the, so if you see that this one, the places that it gets used, like right here, it gets curly. You can see these are all curly. I think that helps hold up the thing. So let's see if we can recreate on this one the curliness of this one. So just grab any spot, I guess, and we'll just kind of beat it down. Yeah, so it's curling out the edges. So do I think it'll work straight? Like you look at, see how the edges are curling out now, like here? I think that will help. Yeah, I see it like right here. I think that's going to help grab stuff. When you're pulling it along, it's going to reach underneath and grab the stuff. So I think if you have a brand new brush and you try it and you say, oh, I don't get the results that he got, keep in mind that my brush is kind of mushroomed out like this. So you could just go along and kind of bend it with your fingers if you want, or just grab yourself, a rock. But I think that aspect of it is important, that some of the edges are bent out. So you don't want them straight up and down. I don't think it'll grab everything. And, oh, sorry. So you can see how I mushroomed it out. Let's see if we can do one more spot. Okay, I see a good spot. So let's try, now that we mushroom this one out, let's try that area right in front of the seat on the floor there. And I'll see if I can stay out of your way. Get you guys up and back a little bit. Make sure you see what I'm seeing. So let's see if I bent them all this way, so I'm just going to try it that way. You can see how it all grabbed all that fur. Try it with the straighter side. Yeah, it still did a pretty good job. So I don't know if that makes a huge difference. It still did a pretty good job on the straight side. These are bent out a little bit though. Hopefully you can get that in view. Yeah, they're bent out a little bit from what I just did, but still, it still pulled all the fur out of there. So I think this is a home run, guys. Absolute home run. I hope I get 9 trillion videos on this. It's just all going to be how I title it. But if you're looking to get dog fur, look in this cup holder right here. That's in the cup holder. Look at that. Just like that, took that out of there. You're looking to get dog fur out of your vehicle and it's a pain in the ass to vacuum it. This is an absolute home run. These brushes are not expensive. I would get 3 different sizes. I'd get the little one. That one was actually from a golf course. It's on my golf bag to brush out my clubs. You don't have to go to a golf course. I'm sure you can get them at a local hardware store. This one would be really good for big flat areas. And then I think that you're going to spend most of your time with one about this size. This one seems to be very useful. However, you're going to need at least 2 because you're going to want to use the brush to get the fur out of the brush. So hope that helps somebody. And if I get 9 trillion views, then that's awesome. And God love your dogs, and like I do. And for now, this is Pirate Solutions Forestry out.